Shannon, the host of Club Shay Shay, called him gay, said that what man take their stylist and travel around the country, and then the stylist will take pictures of his area. Then the stylist tried to expose a football player. Then Shannon Sharpe fired the stylist. And what straight man get upset about being gay? If you 50 something, be confident. You ain't, you know, they say I'm a lesbian, don't bother me because I'm with a man and blah, blah, blah. And she was doing a documentary. Then she got offended because Comedy Hype said she was Wendy Williams. Then Comedy Hype, he said that they labeled him gay. He said, why would they do that? Then he said, I hope my girl don't know. Then Tasha K brought that up. But did you say he was insecure about it? He was explaining. I just can't wait till we just over there. Who cares whether you gay, bi, tri? Long as you ain't dealing with no kids like Dan, allegedly, or Brian Peck, do you. Be you. To me, the problem that comes with it, the reason why men don't want to be labeled gay, especially black men, because the black community, we still stuck in the 20th century with the idea about LGBT stuff. That's what, as a collective, the black community, that's why Tyler Perry allegedly won't come out. That's why, you know what I'm saying, they keep it on the down low, because the black community, we are still behind, decades behind. We're not as open, as accepting with LGBT people. As a collective, I know as a collective, we put, just as a society, majority of the black community is just not with that now. They just not. It's gonna be, they're just not. Just not. I don't think you would ever change it. I don't think so. But I will say that Tasha K have every right to give her opinion. Now, she said, it is my job to give the tea. It is my job to drop the tea. It's my job to roast the game. Something that she said was so profound. She said, when they invite me to come to the private parties or the private suites, I turn it down. I send my team backstage. Because she said Nicki Minaj wanted to invite her to a Super Bowl suite. And she said no. And the reason why Tasha K turned it down, because she said, I know I'm going to be dragging you or talking about you. So I can't have this look like I'm hanging out with you. I remember she got invited for some stuff backstage, and she sent Chelsea. She was like, no, I'm not going, because if I go and drag you, then it could be like, we went out together. You ain't had no money. I got you in my shows. You do me like this, da, 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 da. She said, I'm not even going to give you that power. I'm not going to go, period. And she just built her own brand. She said, listen, I'm not going to give my IP away. I'm not going to give my name away. I work for this. I do this. And she's doing it the independent route where you have complete freedom. And so that's what I love. I just don't feel like we need people to be controlled. Tasha K does a great job by herself. And one thing I can feel like, one thing I love the fact that she said, oh, to Comedy Hype, he said, well, you're like Wendy. She said, no, I'm not like Wendy. Wendy's great. I love Wendy Williams. She is the best, but I'm not Wendy Williams. Oh, I'm not Wendy Williams. I'm like, no, I'm not. But he said, well, you give that spirit of Wendy, because something that we miss in the industry. And I was like, okay, that was a great wording. Yeah, that's what Tasha give. Like, I don't give a care. I'm going to tell her like it is. I'm going to do this. It's going to be amazing. It is what it is. It is what it is. So I agree. I hear her point. She have shows that she produced, etc. Tasha K resume is off the chain. But one thing I can say again about Tasha K, and I love this about this sister gonna always tell it like it is. And whether you agree or not, she living her truth. She built a brand. Like I said, she have shows that she's producing. She have a network of an app of network of shows over there. She have other type of content that she produces, her company produces. So I just think it's iconic. Do I agree with everything she does? No. Do some of the things that she does is, I feel like is just for the clicks and views? Absolutely. But it's good business, because it's about bringing in the dollars. And I don't agree with everything, but I do agree with her business aspect. As a businesswoman, she's the best. There is nobody like Tasha K business-wise that I've personally came in contact with in this particular space. I love it too. And we're not going to stop her from being who she is. I can't stop her. I encourage her. Just like I say what I say, but I know I will have to be independent because I don't work well with other people. Well, I do work well with other people, but can they handle my energy? Absolutely not. Like she can sit there and cuss and drag on Comedy Hype. Would she allow me to do it on her platform? Absolutely not. She ain't gonna allow me to be me. So I best to have build my own tape. I can't work with restraints and all that type of stuff. I ain't even like that when I was in a mental hospital, so I can't do a restraint over there or her channel. That ain't gonna work. I got to be able to be me. If I feel like a host is boring, I got to challenge them and say, "Hey, you put me to sleep, bro." But let me say this: it is what it is, because she did a panel today. It was just dry and boring. Not her, because she went on there. She had Bonnie Blue and two snooze fests. I'm like, you might as well just cancel this show. That episode, I thought that week before was like bad with the two men and the woman and these unknown people. But today, I saw that today. Baby, get them people they walking papers. Ain't nowhere in the world y'all should have had the audacity to get up to go on that channel with that snooze fest. Bondi just did all the talking. Them two men didn't know what they was talking about. Them two beta weak men send me their email. I got to get in them and rebuke them. I got to call them out. I need a public apology because they was a snooze fest. One looked like he was smoked back in the 1970s. It looked like he just came from a different generation, came from 1970. And they just put him in 2024. It looked like he was in a coma in the 70s and they just brought him to 2024. He didn't know what he was talking about. And the other way, he didn't know nothing we were talking about. Only thing that Bonnie Blue, she did all the talking. Baby, she could have did the show Why This New Tea with Bonnie Blue by herself. We didn't see them two snooze fests, them two beta man weak. They were weak, boring and dry. I said, can they please get him a booty bump or something? Baby, drink some coffee. Go eat a 4 for 4. Baby, drink some cold water with sliced lemon. I mean, drink some sour lemon. Something to wake you up. Tasha, y'all paying these people to do that? Excuse me? I just want to, just Tasha, if you're out there watching, the producers, Jasmine, you know I loved you, Jasmine. I loved you, sis. Ain't nowhere in the world y'all should have put that together. If the first 2 minutes, I couldn't even get into 2 minutes, 30 seconds, dryness. I had to turn it off and go watch my replay and make myself laugh, and I'm watching me. I just couldn't do it. I said, Tasha, not you wasting my time with that foolishness. It was boring. You need to take creative control with the men. It look like you do good with the women. Couture Bay, Bonnie Blue, like you do good with the women. But the men, it look like you just find them off the street. Hey, y'all, this Tasha K. My name Jasmine. I'm a producer for Tasha K. And we got this new show, and we just need 2 dusty men. Just come on, hit the link. You got a StreamYard from, look like she picked them up from the homeless shelter, hooked them up with some good Obama Wi-Fi, and said, come on there and let's do the show. It looked like they had a 2-hour free pass to go to a public library. And they had to sit there just to say they got 2 men and 1 woman in the middle. Boring. This supposed to be a threesome. Everybody in the threesome got to have the chemistry. One there, okay, one take a lip and a kiss. He got, then another one, you get a lash with this one, then in this one, and then everybody play around and they go back and forth. That's a good threesome on a panel. Panels is like threesomes. The chemistry is the chemistry. If I just got to do it myself, I would just do a solo dolo. I'll pull out my own microphone. I don't need 3 mics. and a yoni, I can just pull up my own microphone and just to have fun by myself. Ain't nowhere in the world. It's 2 extra bodies. You got to pull that. If I'm just doing it by myself, you go back to the shelter. Go on back to the shelter and go get some rice in that dry chicken wing. Because I just wasn't with the panel. I got to bring it. Now, I got to be me. I got to be me. And this is I got to be me. Ain't nowhere in the world I'm going to have a man and a woman on a panel and I'm not going to bring nothing to the table. I didn't agree. I felt like it's like she do good with the moderator with the women. But then with the man, it felt like, come on. Any man with no they ain't got no personality. I was waiting on the personality. It didn't come yet. Where the personality for the man? I just don't see it. I just don't see it, Tasha. But that's your show. That's your baby. That's your team. I felt like y'all have failed with the man. I don't know if this is a friendly male network over there with Kibi. Typically, I hope your husband not booking no man because they're very soft-spoken. Beta, like your husband. This is why I can't be on the panel. Because I can't take on that spirit like Shaq. Mr. Kibi. I'm Mr. Wiley. I'm not so soft-spoken. I'm wild. Loud. In your face. I can't be sleepy in the noontime. It's noon. It's 11, 12 o'clock. You should be lit. I don't understand that. You sleepy at 12. Now, Tasha, if you don't want to book me for on-camera personality, that's fine. I take it. Put me in the back. Let me be a producer with Jasmine. Put me in there with them 2 men that was eating crab legs. Let me come to the Hot Topics meeting as a producer. Let me produce 1 episode of your show. I can guarantee it's going to be the highest rated episode ever. Put me down as a producer. Just put me down as a producer. That's all I need. Put me down as a producer. Do you hear me, Tasha? Wine is the new tea. Just put me down as an EP. Let me do creative control. Put me down as a head writer and producer for 1 episode. I just need 1. And I can guarantee you my 1 will be iconic. It will be iconic. But those 2 men, baby, they put me to sleep. It was too early for me yarning. I'm at work. I need something good to watch with my earbud. These people was putting me to sleep. You know when you watch people, you know in the break room, you watching in the restroom, people be working, you at your working station, you want to be laughing, kicking, lit, not going to sleep. I just go ahead on and watch all my children reruns if I want to go to sleep. But come on. This is the Tasha K brand. Wine is the new tea, meaning that where's the wine? When you drink wine, baby, that's juice, power juice. Where's it at? Where's man, did you see that? Only thing when I talk to people on the street that watch today's episode, They said they got some good sleep. That's the only thing they said. They said, yeah, Wiley, I got me some good sleep. I watched that episode. I went to sleep. I don't know what went on. I went to sleep. Caught up on some good rest. Couldn't really sleep. I had to take me a melatonin. Didn't need to take no melatonin. I went and watched me a good old 500 milligrams of the Winers and New Tea, and I went to bed. One of the guys talked to, he worked for Amazon. He went on his lunch break, went home. He said, listen, I'm going to go watch Wine and New Tea, warming up some lunch. He had to be back delivering packages. And he was watching the Wine and New Tea, went to sleep, lost his job. Amazon people came and got their truck. He went to sleep. He didn't wake up until about an hour of this broadcast. He supposed to be returning all them packages. He went to break about 11, 12 when the episode came on and literally watched the episode and went to sleep. Didn't wake up until an hour ago, and they came and repossessed. They came and got their truck. That's boring. And he never, ever went to sleep when Wiley was on there. He stayed up. You don't know if I'm going to get up and twerk or shout or speak an unknown tongue. You don't know what I'm going to talk about, but it's going to be entertaining. Just like Tasha K. You don't know if she's going to be Mary J. Blige, a biker chick, or Fantasia Burrito. You don't know what you're going to get from Tasha. Then this episode, she was the female version of Cat Williams. Cussing. Trying to go viral. Because she drinking that comedic juice. That Bernie Mac Coca-Cola. She drinking that Wanda Site Sprite. She drinking that Whoopi Goldberg one woman show Dirty Martini. That's what she was doing on Comedy Hype. Loud, ghetto, cussing. And throwing out allegations. Anybody mention, she was dragging. That's Tasha. Ignorant. But then she don't want to work with Wiley because Wiley is ignorant. Girl, have several seats. Anytime you got finger wear curves in your head, you should want to work with Wiley uneven with good old African naps. You should want to work with Brother Wiley. You got you some finger waves, blue hair. I got lint, uneven lining. You might as well work with people. You ain't mainstream, neither is Brother Wiley. But we here. We from the South. My family from Georgia. Yours from Florida. I'm from the poor streets of, well, my family from the dirt streets of Georgia. I'm from the poor streets of Chicago. But I'm wild. Entertaining. And this leather jacket reminded me back in the day when I had on the leather jacket. I went to a party on 60-something and Normal. It was really hot, but that leather jacket that I got from my friend, Jeremy Apple, and I said, brother, can I wear this particular jacket at the house party on Normal? It was right across the street, I believe, from Harper High School or Robeson High School. I think it was Robeson High School. And put on the jacket, and I met this butch queen with heavy makeup, and she said her name at the time was Halle Berry Kardashian or something like Halle Kardashian. They had the Kardashian family in the gay casing. And she said, oh, girl, that jacket is making me hot. She almost made me cry. How is making you hot? And you already got on that heavy makeup and your lining is melted. All that permanent mark. I never seen permanent marker, the residue of that stuff. Because back in the day, before they had all that black spray, the gays would go to the store, CVS, Family Dollars. They would get a stack of permanent markers. And they will put the permanent marker on their lining. That was before the black spray. You bougie now. Now you get the little black spray. They could put a little paper on your little lining and they just spray it down. You couldn't do that back in the day. You went, got you about 5 permanent markers for $3. Cursor yo, draw it in, and you go to the club. You couldn't tell you nothing. That was back in the day. But now you got that Mandingo Black spray. You can just spray it on there. They got fake hair particle spray. All type of stuff. Man, let it be a rainstorm. They hair gone, they lining gone, and so is they eyebrows. I remember it was this guy said, "Ooh, his line is so crisp. A good line. He look good." I thought. We getting it in now. It's hot. You know, when you get in the bedroom, that body heat. And next thing you know, I said, what's all that black stuff on my chest and stomach? What's all that black stuff on my cheeks? Not on my cheeks, on my sheets. What's all that black stuff on my sheets? And that black stuff was his hair, the makeup, the sprays. It destroyed my sheets, my chest, stomach, sausage. Pillow just black. I had to throw it in the garbage. I don't understand that. So the next time he came, I put newspaper and plastic on my bed. I think I screwed him in this chair, Paul. Didn't I screw him in this? I believe I did. That's why this chair, the screws came out of this chair. It was in this chair, Paul, right? It was in this chair. What would you say? Oh, it was in this chair. Yeah. Because this chair is already black. So, yeah, we did it in this chair. That's why the screws. Where's the other screw at? Okay, yeah, that's why the screws came out. Okay. Yeah, because that screw came out of this chair. Okay. It did. You are so right about that. So I gotta wait until you screw it back in. Okay. But oh yeah, you did screw it in the last time and then it unscrewed because we did some more activities in this chair. You're so right. Thank you, Paul. You did remind me about that. But nevertheless, I've been on the fast though. That's why the other screw is still in. That screw ain't out because I'm on my manifestation. That's why it didn't come out. I've been on my manifestation. I've been on my 90, 120, and now it's 180 days of no man. With no man. That's why I've been on assignment. You see? Look at that. I've been on assignment ever since I took a break from men. See, I got to say it. I took a fast from the community activities. I took a rainbow activity fast. I had to take that fast to stay focused. I was getting stagnated because I was taking a fast. I was stagnated because I was taking a fast, all right, running fast into that, inserting myself in that, living a fast life. So I had to take a fast in order to think clearly for my manifestation to come to pass. See? So that's why I've been stagnated. If you know what I'm saying, say it ain't so. So I took a break. I said, I'm not going to do no more bread basket temporarily. I'm going to take a break. That's what I've been doing. Do you understand? So I don't know how many days. I know it's been some months. Hey, Yabahaya Tadabai. It's been months. Because back in the day, if I was getting it in, I wouldn't have did this. I would have been doing multiple things over and over and over again. But because I took a break, I started to think clearly. Now, okay. Anybody want to call in? Because we done. I ain't gonna be here all day. Because I'll be giving y'all shows after show after show after show. All right? Tasha K, I love you. But one thing I love about Tasha, that she know I'm gonna keep it real. Now, I know she said, because people say, oh, he said my child is a child soldier. It was a joke. If she is a true comedian, she know I'm a true comedian. So don't you get mad at Brother Wiley because I said the baby out there with a good old African, what do they call that? Dress blue, fighting on the behalf of the Mali people. Did you say your child was a warrior? He just so happened to be fighting on the behalf of the warriors. All right. The number is 972-674 in the Congo. 972-674-9462 is the number. Okay. Anybody want to call in? All right. 972. I want to make sure the phone numbers work. Okay. Somebody did call in. Okay. All right. Y'all have to call in again so they connect. Because like sometimes it taking a while. Okay, now to connect. And the grandpa on the show called into my show on Monday. I see him right there. He called in at 7:13 a.m. to cuss me out. He couldn't cuss me out because, hey, proud of me. Now it's working.